The time has come for us to wake up and smell the coffee with Dana Master and Aina Riza-Kweyo on this cloudy Tuesday morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I can't complain. I've stopped complaining, so I'm just doing great.
Okay.
All is well.
I love that for you. I'm tired.
Nay. Didn't you just wake up?
Yo, I did. But then you know when you wake up and you're like, yo, do I really have to wake up?
Yeah.
Like even now, I can't tell you how much I'm fighting the sleep. I'm fighting, so I'm throwing hands, eh? But the sleep is also throwing hands, and it's like, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I mean, you should start sleeping earlier.
Do you know what time I got into bed yesterday?
What time?
7 p.m.
But did you sleep at 7 p.m.?
I could not sleep.
Yeah.
The sleep would just not come. And it's not even like you're watching something to try and get the sleep to come, because they say if you're on your phone or on your laptop or watching TV, that also affects. No, I'm talking about me being in bed and being like, you know what, Dana, we're going to sleep now. No.
You should have
Took
watched
like 4 or 5 hours.
Should have watched something or read a book. I could assure you that
Read
by
a book.
7:30 you would have
Gone.
I'm
Yeah. Gone.
Because when
Yeah.
you get like, especially with yesterday's weather and today, hopefully, you know it's cloudy. It's a bit chilly, but not so chilly. So you want to be warm. You cover yourself. You wanna be fuzzy.
Drinking hot chocolate.
Yeah. Immediately when you cover yourself and you are trying to read that book, what I can tell you is cover your head, and then you put your book like this, and then you read.
Okay.
I can assure you.
Really?
5 minutes, you're gone.
I'm out.
You're gone.
I'm gonna try that tonight, because my next best bet now was getting melatonin, because I'm like, I just cannot sleep.
Nah.
But unfortunately, you can't get it over the counter. So
You need to.
gosh darn, I need a prescription.
You need to try a lot of other methods, even if this one.
I need to try chamomile tea. I need to, because I have the Sleep Easy spray and the room mist, which has like chamomile and all these essential oils that are designed to help you sleep.
So
you have
that
the
one
pillow
doesn't
mist.
work.
So I use the pillow mist and the room mist, and I'm just there like,
It doesn't work.
it doesn't work.
In the midst of all that mix.
In the midst of all that mist, I still can't sleep. And my room is smelling like lavender and chamomile. It smells so nice. And usually, if I spray it on my daughter's pillow or in her room, the girl is gone.
The girl is
out.
gone.
But with me, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
For me, I've been so blessed. It takes me like, what, 5 minutes
And
to
you're
sleep.
out.
Whether I'm tired or not, immediately, if I am laying in a bed, in a sofa, something where I'm comfortable,
You're
I
gonna
will sleep. I'll doze off. Yeah.
I saw a quote yesterday, or a post rather, that said, if you're having trouble falling asleep, maybe it's God's way of saying, get up, we need to talk. Like, you're always busy, so now is the time, let's talk. I'm like, okay, maybe.
Have those conversations.
Yeah,
Talk.
like, nah, we need to have like a one-on-one where I'm like, nah, but God, why am I not a billionaire yet? Like, you know, you're doing it for others, surely you can do it for me. If you can part the Red Sea, surely. And like, if you can talk to Moses through a burning bush, surely. But nevertheless, we will now be taking a quick ad break, and when we get back, we get into our top stories.
Attention kids, we have some exciting news for you. We are back, and this year we are planning on going big. So listen up. If you are in grade 3, grade 2, grade 1 or pre-primary, we are bringing your free school workbooks to you soon. This is all you need to know about where you can find your books. Books will be available for free in Republican Street Sale newspapers and all Namibian Sun newspapers. And for all pre-primary kids out there, your books will be delivered to your school in all 14 regions of Namibia. And there's more. Pre-primary books will also be printed in 9 different languages. Check out when your book will be available from the schedule right here. That's not all. Our free online school is there to help you along the way with video lessons and more books to download. You can also follow along on NTV every Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30 for your daily online school lesson. We thank all our sponsors who are helping to build a brighter future for Namibia. contact us at info@acdtrust.com and follow us on Instagram.
Okay, so Aina, have you ever, like, what's your take on ordering online, like ordering clothes online?
That's not my vibe. I prefer seeing it in the shop and buying it in the shop. I particularly don't like putting my card numbers online.
Yeah. That's very, it's, oof.
I don't buy anything online. The only thing I buy online that I also cancelled was like apps, face app, like...
Okay. It's just that.
Yeah, Photoshop apps, just apps to make my pictures or video nicer. But then I was like, you know what, this is so risky. I can't have my details. Like, what if one day I just wake up and all my money is gone?
I'm also terrified. For me, online shopping is not really my vibe. Not because, because of that as well. But then also, you see this dress, and then you buy it and it comes and you're like, that's not what I ordered. So a lot of people have issues with online shopping. Now, this lady is one of those people. A Shein customer shocked to find a vial of blood in a dress delivery box. A woman from Tennessee said she ordered clothing from Shein and was horrified when she found a mysterious vial of blood inside her FedEx package on Monday, people reported. Anna Elliott posted a video to her TikTok where she goes by Anna Marie, explaining the bizarre ordeal. In addition to a vial of human blood, she claimed her package, which was only supposed to contain the dresses she ordered, also had a dented can of Mexican beans inside. I just received a package from Shein that contained a vial of human blood from a testing company. It had no name, no doctor's office, no date, she said in her clip, which has already garnered more than 7 million views since being posted 3 days ago. Elliott said she subsequently reached out to the blood testing company to report what she had found. The lady from the testing company said they are trying to track it down. She said that it was completely mishandled and that they don't even ship blood to residents. They only ship blood back and forth between doctors, she recalled. Elliott said she contacted the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, which she claimed is filing a report and investigating the incident as a major biohazard. In her first video, she said her local sheriff planned on testing the vial and would reach out to the CDC if they find anything concerning.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
Is it the packaging company?
So apparently, because she was also in contact with Shein, and Shein was like, they checked all of their factory footage, and nowhere in that footage could it have been their factory.
So it's the airport or what? It's
FedEx.
The customs.
Apparently it's FedEx.
Yeah.
Because somehow, someway, FedEx got the packages mixed up. According to a statement by FedEx, they said that sometimes these parcels or whatever, they slip out. So according to them, because of human error, like maybe you see, okay, fine, these things spilled out, and then they just put them back in the box without actually checking what was supposed to be in that box.
Yeah. Oh, so the human blood must have, it probably belongs to someone else.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, why are we shipping out blood? Like
human blood.
Human blood.
Like
this is creepy.
Our blood.
Yeah, like a vial of human blood.
Oh, that's wild.
Like, I would be so freaked out.
Yeah.
And this same lady, her friend, actually found a needle in her package, in her Shein package. I'm like, if I get that, I'm done.
FedEx
it's
and
giving
Shein,
witchcraft.
they need to sit together and...
Because clearly, somewhere, somehow...
something is off.
Nah, imagine you get just blood, no
yeah,
name,
no,
nothing.
I mean, we understand human error, but like, yeah.
But also that human error. Wouldn't you be concerned that there's a tin of canned beans and blood? Like, in your mind, you're like, yeah, no, this totally makes sense. That someone
just thinking people are weird like this. So.
And you're like, nah, not my zoo, not my monkeys.
Yeah.
And you're just packing and... no. For me, I'd be so freaked out because I'd be like, this is witchcraft.
What I ordered versus what I
received.
got.
Exactly.
We've had a lot of those stories. That is why I particularly don't order anything. If it's not in the shop, then I don't know.
My sister actually ordered hair online. Because she likes the colorful braids and whatever. So obviously here in Namibia, she can just go to the shops and whatever. But she's in Germany. not just I'm like Berlin or whatever. No, she's in a village in Germany. So the best bet for her to get these braids is through Amazon. So she orders these purple and pink braids. They look very nice. And they get there and it's like this much. Not even enough for the whole head. So she just called me. She's like, Diana,
she ordered
why is
one
the world
package.
so wicked? She ordered 2 packets. And both packets were literally like enough for maybe a quarter of a head.
Oh no. Is it not written the grams like when she was ordering, like the volume?
I don't know. I don't know. But probably also because that was maybe her first time also ordering online or whatever. Yeah.
Nah, I would never order anything. Not never. I would order through somebody who orders online. Like if you have a Shein card or whatever, you order. I place my order through you.
I think that's me too.
I do that.
That way I feel a little safer because I don't want my bank details, my card details just out there. No.
Moving over to some celebrity news, Caesar is opening up about her family history of breast cancer and how it impacted her plastic surgery choices. This new singer, who's 35, recently appeared on a podcast hosted by former fashion designer and entrepreneur Mary and board-certified Dr. Tyus, who's known for working with stars such as Rihanna and Khloe Kardashian. In People's exclusive look at the upcoming episode, Caesar said her mother was diagnosed with breast cancer and her aunt also had a mastectomy. She recalled learning that she has a 53% lifetime risk of developing the disease because of her family history. The Grammy winner said she didn't really understand the risk, so she wasn't necessarily worried until she attempted to get breast implants and dealt with fibrosis, the thickening and scarring of connective tissues in her breast. When I got my boobs done, my doctor took out some of my fibrosis, but there was so much fibrosis. It was crazy, she said on the show, and he took it out. And so when I went back, there was a lot of concerns. She added, I like seeing somebody spiritual about it, specifically the breast cancer situation and the maker before I had the results of my biopsy and all that. I had talked to somebody because I was like, I gotta figure out what is going on in the higher realms. So basically, I put them in. They ended up hurting me so badly, she said. I got way too much scar tissue because my breasts are too dense and I'm not supposed to have breast implants. So I ended up getting extra fibrosis, like with the tissue, whatever, and it didn't feel so good. It was so painful, so I took them out and now they're just my boobs.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's yeah. I'm at a loss for words.
Like, you know, your family has this history, Caesar. Why do you still go ahead? Because she said she consulted the doctors, even with her knowledge of her family history. Then she went to the doctors and the doctors were advising, no, we don't do it. Yeah. She still went and did it. Just to go.
But also, in a way, I also blame the doctors. Like, as much as, yes, you say, oh, no, we strongly advise against it, they still want money, which is why they still went through with it. They're like, listen, we strongly advise against it, but if you want to do it, who are we to say no? Just give us the money and then we'll do it. You know?
No, but doctors aren't your family members. Or
no, they aren't. Not your friends. I know some doctors that will legitimately say, no, I'm not going to risk my medical
some
license
of them
for
are
that.
really honorable, but some of them...
Most of them.
Some, I think yesterday there was a story on Twitter that a doctor has lost I don't know if it's his or his medical license because they've been selling, sick leaves for 300 rand. Really? 300 rand.
Oh
you are losing your whole career.
For 300 rand.
Apparently, they had like a cheat code, sick but needed to be off. You just went and said, can I get XX? and then they already
Are
know,
you
okay, this one wants to
serious?
buy a sick leave, and they quickly make it happen for you.
Goodness.
I'm just like,
Underpaid, you know, we're also human. We're trying to make a little bit of extra income. I mean, do something else. Go work at another hospital. Pick up more shifts. No, man. Like, how do we then trust? Because now imagine you're actually sick and then you show up with the sick leave and they're like, you're lying, sick.
I think that's why then they advise that go seek different opinions.
Yeah,
from
like
different
get a
doctors.
second and a third opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so if you go to one and then they say no, you shouldn't do it. I'm pretty sure when you go to the next, they'll give you a different opinion. No, I think it's absolutely okay. You can
That doctor
definitely
was just
do it.
overreacting. Because
yeah.
if you look at it, 53% chance is not saying you have 100% chance. So you can totally do it. And honestly speaking, this is why sometimes I'm also scared of like hospitals and stuff. I was telling you, I was watching this show called The Resident about this medical student who was doing his residency at this big hospital. And they were literally would get into trouble for not overcharging patients. Because you come in and you say, oh, listen, I have a headache, right? Normal doctor would just prescribe, okay, I'll prescribe this medication. No, he was supposed to do CAT scans and MRIs and all of these unnecessary procedures just so that the hospital can get more money. And he would get into trouble because they'd be like, why didn't this patient back? And he's like, because there's nothing wrong with the patient. No, even if they don't need surgery, make them have surgery.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That way, that's how the hospital makes money. That's why, like you're saying, consult a second doctor, get a second and third
And
opinion.
just pray that all these people, at least one of them is an honorable,
and honest person.
Yeah.
Because now you're being told you need surgery, but that time you don't even need surgery. But because the hospital wants to charge you $200,000 for your surgery, you go
And
for
this
the
whole
surgery.
thing of the wrong medicine.
So that you come back.
But
It's like, even, I'm telling you, there was a time I went to a dermatologist and like they give you just enough so that you see the change, but then not enough to make it completely go away. So that
Then
now
you
you
come
come back.
back.
And they're
Yeah.
like, okay, so now you see we're seeing, but now we need to introduce something stronger and more expensive. And then they do that. And
so
it's
that
like,
it can
okay.
completely go away.
So they can completely go away. I was told I needed this one. Moral of the story: fear everyone. Always take everything with a pinch of salt. Be skeptical. Get a second, third, even fourth opinion, because you never know who's trying to scam you out of your money. I mean, everybody's trying to make a living. We're not saying they're doing it the honorable way, but they will get money out of you somehow, some way. So just be on those. Speaking of money, after the break, we talked to a Namibian UK-based chartered accountant, and we're speaking all about the national budget. Stay tuned.
Join us in celebrating Namibia's diverse heritage as we approach the 34th Independence Day. Namibia Media Hub and Capricorn Group of Companies present a unique celebration this year, emphasizing positivity and patriotism. Share your sentiments about our country, focusing on peace and stability. NMH's newspapers will showcase selected positive messages in the lead up to Independence Day, forming a vibrant mosaic of national pride. The 10 most uplifting messages will each win a cash prize of 1,000 Namibian dollars. Send your message easily by scanning the QR code or WhatsApp #Unite Namibia to 085 785 6231. #Unite Namibia 34.
Today we are talking all about money because, you know, it's my favorite thing in the world. Now we're talking to who some may know as the IFRS guy, some know him as a tax guru, and I'm talking, of course, about Prime Shapopi, a qualified Namibian chartered accountant based in London. He was also part of the 18 finalists in the 2018 Ernst & Young Young Tax Professional of the Year. How are you doing, Prime?
I'm doing good, Diana. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for joining me. So let's get straight into it. As a chartered accountant with an interest in taxation, how do you assess the potential economic impact of the tax?
In his latest budget speech, I think low income earners, it means a lot because they will be pocketing a lot of money. I think compliance is a key component here, because without complying, everything is going to be futile. And with compliance, it's not even a recommendation, it's a law. So people to enjoy all these benefits and everything that has been beaming in their faces, they need to comply with taxation. And it's a song that, for example, NAMRA is singing every day, and so it's really crucial.
Just to get back, what role do you see for government agencies and educational institutions in ensuring that taxpayers are well informed and compliant with the new regulations?
Thank you very much. So for government, for example, I don't think they need to do much from their side, simply because, for example, for government and NAMRA in general, they've been on the forefront with stakeholder engagement. If you look at things like NAMRA Kachendu, if you look at commissioners always in the media, the commissioner Sam Shivute, you look at other stuffs like Donatini Shilu, the chief strategic communication, Ndoroko, they are always forming the nation, engaging with the nation about this. So from their side, I don't think they need too much from their side. They just need to keep doing what they're doing. And I think the citizens also need to meet government way. I think, that's really what it means. So for schools, we're not yet, but I think taxation really becoming active in the country. There's so much that institutions can do, but for now, I think we're really where we need to be.
I see. So do you have anything else to add or anything you would like to say?
I think we must just enjoy where we are. We still have a long way to go as a country, but then, we need to trust in our leaders. For example, if you look at the Minister of Finance, Ipumbu Shemi, and we look at the commissioner who is in charge of the revenue agency, Sam Shivute, these are the guys who have closed the central bank gates before, in other words, Bank of Namibia. So they do know what they are doing, so they don't make decisions out of emotion. Informed decisions. They consult things, as we have been seeing, start visiting states in all provinces around the country. So we need to hang it in there and enjoy where we are for now. And I think God will bless our country as usual.
Definitely. We just got to ride it out. Thank you so much, Prime, for taking the time out to, give us a little bit of insight and, of course, break down the national budget a bit more.
Thank you so much, Diana, and enjoy your day with your viewers.
Thank you so much. All right, don't go anywhere. More Smell the Coffee coming up after the break. That brings us to the end of yet another exciting episode of Smell the Coffee with Diana Master and Aina Raiza Kweyo. Thank you so much for joining us this beautiful Tuesday morning. We do hope you have yourselves a lovely Tuesday ahead. Until tomorrow, enjoy.